Everyone wants to become more disciplined. You've tried waking up at 5 a.m. You've tried cold showers. You've tried reading every day, limiting your phone, going to the gym. And for a few days, maybe even a week, it worked. You felt different. You felt like this time was real. And then it fell apart. Again. And the worst part isn't failing. The worst part is that quiet voice in the back of your head that starts whispering, maybe I'm just not built for this. But here's what nobody is telling you. And I mean actually nobody, because every other video on this topic skips straight to the tips. You cannot build real discipline through willpower alone. It will always break. Not because you're weak, but because you're trying to solve a systems problem with a feeling solution. The people you look at, the ones your age who are somehow doing more, building more, becoming more, they aren't grinding harder than you every single morning. They've just built a life where the hard thing is also the easy thing. That's the whole game. And that's exactly what this video is going to give you. A 3-part system to do that. Not wake up at 4 a.m., not drink more water. A system. Let's get into it. Pillar 1. Identity. Most discipline advice treats you like a blank slate, like you just need the right habits stacked on top of who you currently are. That's the mistake. Because right now, somewhere deep in how you see yourself, there's a story running. I'm someone who struggles to wake up early. I'm someone who always quits. I'm someone who can't stick to things. And every time you try to add a new behavior on top of that old identity, your brain eventually notices the mismatch and pulls you back. Behavior always follows identity. Always. So the first move isn't building a new habit. It's deciding who you are. And I'm not talking about affirmations or journaling about your dream self. I mean, you pick one clear, specific identity statement. And you say it like it's already true, not, I want to work out more. You're someone who trains every morning, not, I'm trying to be more productive. You're someone who works on their goals before they touch their phone. One statement. Present tense, non-negotiable. Because once your brain starts protecting that identity, once it becomes who you are, behavior stops being a fight and starts being automatic. Pillar 2. Environment. Here's something you've probably experienced and never fully understood. You move somewhere new. You start a new job, you rearrange your bedroom, and for about 2 or 3 weeks, you become a weirdly different version of yourself. More focused, more motivated, getting things done that you normally procrastinate on for months. People call it the fresh start effect, but that explanation is lazy. What actually happened is that your environment changed, and your old habits didn't know where to live yet in the new space. They had no grooves worn into the floor. No automatic patterns to follow, so for a brief window, you were in control instead of your habits. Now look at your actual environment right now. Is your phone the first thing you reach for in the morning? Is the thing you're supposed to be doing buried under 3 other apps, 3 other tabs, 3 other decisions? Is your desk a reminder of everything you haven't done yet? Your brain is not lazy. It's efficient. It is constantly, automatically calculating the path of least resistance, and if that path leads to scrolling, it will scroll every time, no matter how clear your vision was the night before. So the question isn't, how do you become more motivated? The question is, what does your environment make easy? Fix that first. Motivation follows. Pillar 3, friction. The most disciplined person you know is not sitting there white-knuckling through hours of work every day. They just made the wrong things harder and the right things easier. That's it. That's the whole secret. The guy who studies for 4 hours doesn't fight distraction for 4 hours. His phone is in another room. Notifications are off. His desk is clear. The work is already open when he sits down. There's no 15-minute mental debate before he starts, because the conditions for starting are already set. Meanwhile, someone else burns all their energy just trying to begin. Every extra step between you and a bad habit weakens it. Every extra step between you and your work kills consistency. So the practical question is, what is one thing in your life right now that makes distraction too easy? Your phone on your desk, social media on your home screen, your environment set up for consumption instead of creation. Remove one thing, just one, and watch how different tomorrow morning feels. Because here's the truth. Discipline isn't a character trait you either have or you don't. It's the output of a system. And right now, for most people, that system is quietly, invisibly working against them. Change the system, change the output. So to bring it all together, decide who you are, and protect that identity. Design your environment to make the right thing easy. Remove the friction that makes the wrong thing easier. Do those three things seriously, and you won't have to rely on motivation or willpower anymore, because the system will carry you. If this hit different from the usual discipline content you've been watching, subscribe, because this is the kind of stuff we talk about here. See you in the next one.